Hello guys, welcome to another of my videos. My name is Marcus, and here on Sketchy Vlog, I do whatever the heck I want for your entertainment. In today's video, I'm bringing to you guys the 17 random question tag. I wasn't tagged by anybody, but I really like it and I wanted to do a video on it. The questions are kind of fun. So let's get it started. Well, before I get started, I want to let you guys know that my goal was to release a weekly video on Tuesdays. So a video every Tuesday. And it's getting really difficult for me to release the videos on Tuesday. So from now on, my weekly release will be on Wednesdays. Yes! So now you know to look for my release videos on Wednesdays. And yeah, let's stick to that. But now let's get back to the actual video, today's video. And so let's get it popping. Come and get sketchy with me. Question number 1. How do you get your YouTube username? Well, I got my username, if I'm not mistaken, around 2007. So back when the actual YouTube channels had the TV after the actual name on the username. So like, Shane Dawson's TV and so on and so forth. Everybody had TV at the end of the thing. So my channel name is actually My Marcus TV. So in order to find my channel, you have to put on the search engine, My Marcus TV with no spaces. So, and that's how you actually get to my channel. So when I actually upload a link or put a annotation that leads people to my channel or a subscribe button, I actually have to put My Marcus TV. So I took the TV down, but obviously YouTube registers things as the original way you chose it. So that's what it is, and that's how it's going to stay. So I decided to name my channel Sketchy Vlog, as you can see on the banner. But yeah, the original name is that, and that is the answer. Question number 2, number dos. If you could change your name to anything, what would it be and why? Ooh. I would change it to Chichi Rodriguez, because I got more legs than a bucket of chicken, if you know what I mean. No, I'm just kidding. What would it be? What would I change? You know, I never really thought about changing my name. I have always liked my name, although it's very out of the ordinary. And growing up, I've always had nicknames. You know, in fact, I still have nothing but nicknames because most people can't pronounce my name. Hence the reason why I go by My Marcus, because my real name is a little long, and well, not long, but you know, I got 2 names and then sort of got together, but they've always called me My since I was a little kid, so I go by My, and so My it is. But I think I would change my name to Goku because I'm a geek and Dragon Ball rocks. So yes. Question number 3. If you could go back in time and give your younger self advice, what would it be and why? Well, this one is pretty interesting. I will go back in time and tell my younger self to not trust so easily, to be a little more cautious, and to learn to say no faster, dry and quick. Yes, that will be That will be it. Yes, because I still find myself, it's kind of hard for me to say no, and mainly is because I don't want to hurt the other person's feelings. It doesn't matter how much I want to say no, and you have to learn to say no when you truly feel the need to say no, and not let yourself go by how they're going to react. So yes, that will be my main advice for my younger self. I'm still working on it though. I'm still trying to teach myself to be more dry and to be, I care too much too quick. So yes. Number 4. How old were you when you first learned how to blow a bubble gum bubble? Oh my gosh. I was very young. I was very, very young. In fact, I can't really tell you exactly when I learned, like how old I was and when it happened, because I don't clearly remember. I just know that it was a very young age. I'm the youngest of 9 kids. And so I could learn many things, thanks to that, by observing my brothers and sisters. I was able to learn a lot of things a lot quicker. And so yes, so I think blow a bubble was, let's just put it this way. I learned to blow a bubble gum bubble, faster than I learned how to whistle. And whistling came to me fairly easy, but I will say later in like close to my teenage years. And bubbles, I can do bubbles, bubblegum bubbles, very young. I would say probably about 4, 5-ish. So yeah. Number 5, Sicko. What did you want it to be when you were little? When I was little, I actually wanted to be, you know what? Whew. I was not the doctor, because I know my brother was the one who wanted to be a doctor. And I wanted to be a couple of things, but mostly was based because my brothers or my sisters wanted to be that, and then I was kind of following them. But so I'm trying to remember when I truly out of myself wanted to be something. And it's so funny because I actually wanted to be a priest. Yes, that is true. That is really true. Now that I'm going back in time in my head, flying in time, I actually wanted to be a priest. So, yes, I grew up Catholic, so priest it was. Very, very young age, I wanted to be a priest. I was impressed by priests, the way they do things and everything. So I always wanted to be a priest. In fact, when I was a young man, I was probably in high school. I actually was considering going to school to become a priest. But then I found out I was gay as a kite. So no can do. Okay. Number 6. Oh, shit. Stop. Number 6. What do you order at Starbucks? I used to order at Starbucks. And if I was going to go to Starbucks again, I would order a upside down, extra hot. Well, actually, it's extra hot, upside down caramel macchiato. Yes, that is the shit, and it's gonna be extra hot. Now, reasons why I don't go to Starbucks anymore. First of all, their coffee is so strong that it started messing with my system, with my stomach, and they used to carry really good milk at the beginning, and now they do everything so cheap, it's not even funny. I mean, you go to most places and you find that the actual employees go sometimes and buy at the local store the cheapest gallon of milk that they can find. And so you end up with this nasty milk that it just gargles in my stomach. It just feels uncomfortable. And also what I found out too that I don't like about Starbucks is the fact that the employees don't keep up with the actual machine. Therefore, a lot of the coffee grains, they start to accumulate and they start to leave this burnt flavor on the coffee. And I started to find out that I was wasting my money because I would end up with a coffee that just didn't taste good. So some employees do care and they're like, well, no, let us make it again until you, and I was like, but that's not what it is about. You have to clean the machine, make sure that you do it all like proper, and then get me something that is not fucking burned. And, but then I think it's just their coffee is so acidic to me specific. And I figure, well, that combined with the expense, it just didn't sit right. And I had to find some sort of coffee that wouldn't mess with my stomach so much. So yes, I drink a different coffee at home because of that. Number 7. Okay. What's the hardest you have ever laughed? Wow. The hardest I have ever laughed. I have laughed throughout my life so much. I love comedy. I love laughter. Oh. That I can remember was when my best friend Carlos and I used to hang out a lot. And we were so witty, we were so freaking crazy that we were constantly laughing and constantly making people laugh. So, it was multiple times. I can't really think of a specific moment, but it was usually the hardest time, the hardest laughter that I've got was actually of our own interaction, our own, inner jokes per se that we had. It were a constant. So, multiple times throughout my life, and I really don't have a specific to say, okay, pain point, this is the hardest I have ever laughed, and this is the reason why. It's crazy. Really good times. I miss my best friend. Rest in peace. Number 8. If you could play any musical instrument, which would it be and why? Well, that's no hard question. The violin. I have always wanted to learn how to play the violin since I was a little kid. Always been attracted by the violin. Sadly, I grew up fairly poor and didn't have access to instruments, so never got the time or, to learn the violin, let alone the piano or anything else. But yes, the violin will be the one, and I think that eventually, one of these days, I am going to get myself to learn the darn violin that I like so much. Maybe that's not properly, but anyway, violin. Yes. Number 9. What is the favorite thing to do when you're upset? Well, actually, what's your favorite thing to do when you're upset? I never thought about it as favorite thing. My instinct is to shut my emotions down. So when I'm upset, it's all about shutting down and mainly shutting my emotions down, because when I shut those emotions, that is easier for me to control myself. If I let those emotions, those negative emotions run, it's when I become very verbal and very loud. And since I don't like that about myself, so yes, I will say that if I was to consider it a favorite thing to do, will be shut my emotions down so that I'll be able to control that part of myself and just shut that negativity down. So yes, 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 yes. Number 10. What's your favorite movie? Thumbs up, extra thumbs up, The Fifth Element. Fifth Element, since the moment I saw it for the first time ever, Fifth Element has left an impression to me that is, I don't think it will last a lifetime. So far, I don't think ever a movie will replace Fifth Element. Mila Jovovich is amazing. That's when the love for Mila grew out of me. So yes, Fifth Element, I love her. I love the premise of the whole, the movie. I mean, I think it was amazing. It was amazing to humanize God. So it was, it's sort of pretty interesting because it has a pretty strong. It has a pretty strong religious, tone to it. And so, Mila represents the savior, tongue twister. You see what happens here? I didn't warm my mouth. So yes, so she represents the savior. If you're not familiar with it, I recommend you go watch it. She represents the savior, but the humanized version, of what religion considers God, the savior. So yes, she is the Fifth Element. And if you haven't seen it, I don't want to tell you more because that will be spoiling it for you. Usually younger people are not familiar with it, but this is a movie that you have to go see. You have to buy, you have to, just watch it because it is really good and it actually stands just time. It just goes beyond. It's still so good. I still watch it. Every once in a while, I'm like, I gotta watch it. The Resident Evil movies with Mila got very close for me to get very passionate about. I actually love them, but just no, they never knocked down the Fifth Element from it. So yes, Fifth Element. Number 11. What's one food you cannot live without? Food I cannot. Okay, this is really funny because I don't crave foods the way a average human does. So it is pretty silly, but it is so true. I gotta have food in front of me in order to say I want it, per se. Like, I can't think of foods from the top of my head. Doesn't matter if it's the most amazing food I have ever tasted. For some reason, I can't seem to, when I'm hungry, when it's time to, I know I have to put food down my stomach, I just can't think about it. I can't crave it. So, and I think that's the reason why I've always been so scared. Sorry, why I got the hiccups? And I think that's the reason why I have always been so scrawny throughout my life, is because I really, and most people don't believe this. It's like, that makes no sense. I cannot crave foods. So get it through your thick skulls. I can't crave foods, therefore I can usually make decisions on what to eat. This is why I love food pictures. I love when people share food pictures and food options and methods of how alternate different foods and just put together things and everything, because it gives me the idea on what to prepare or what to do. So yes, I've always need the assistance of someone else because I just don't crave foods. Weird, isn't it? And it is what it is. Oh, but to answer the question, if I had to pick a food that I cannot live, or that I cannot live without, I would actually pick, that would be sort of dessert. Say, in the dessert family, I will pick a Mexican flan all day long. Some people hate them, but oh my gosh, flan with that buttery caramel. Yes, flan all day long. But in the food department, I have to go with tacos. You know, tacos is the pizza of the Latin culture. And so, tacos. Oh, do you know the amazing tacos you can make with all kinds of things and leftovers and whatnot? Yes, tacos. So, yes. Number 12. Boop, boop, boop. Aw, what's your favorite dessert? I already answered that. Flan. Yes, flan is my ultimate favorite dessert. It's so fresh to me. It's kind of like a whole combination of so many things, like a gelatin. It's just so smooth and buttery and caramel and yes. And but you know, there's one thing that tops it, and it will be dark chocolate caramel. But that's not quite so much of a dessert. It's more of a candy style. So I guess no, you can't put it in that. That's why, yeah, I'll stick with flan. Flan it is. Number 13. Your favorite pizza topping. Wow. That will be barbecue chicken. That will be my favorite pizza topping. A good barbecue chicken chopped up in little delicious caramelized pieces on top of this delicious dough, and instead of red sauce, barbecue sauce. Yes, delicious. I actually have my own recipe on barbecue chicken pizza. I gotta do a video on that, how I actually make my own dough and everything just from scratch. Really good. So, number 14. Boop, boop, boop. Would you rather have the superpower to read minds or the superpower to be invisible? You know what? I will have any day the superpower. You know what? Actually, no, that's hard because I'm starting to think about it. And if I can read minds on command, I will choose that anytime because that means that I will be able to control the power. So I can choose whose minds to read and when. Okay, number 15. That was a Mariah moment. What did you do for your last birthday? For my last birthday, which actually was April 4th, so I'm an April baby. The main event was I went to the Blue Man's group and I saw them for the first time. It was amazing. I really liked it. It was fun. And so yes, got the pictures to prove it. So anyway, yes, that was the main event. But in general, you know, I went to mom, and so we had a fabulous dinner, and then my husband just wanted to do all these fabulous things. So we did all these cute little things, and then yes, so the main event was Blue Men Group, so we'll leave it at that. Number 16. If you had one personal selfish wish, what would it be and why? If I had one selfish... Gosh, I'm selfish all the time. Damn, I'm a selfish bitch. So selfish. It's all about me, all about moi, all the time. No. Just on a serious note, if I had to be selfish, selfish wish, what would it be and why? Gosh, these questions are deep. Like, damn. If I had to be selfish wish. I got a good one. My wish will be to gather all my family members in one place and have them focus on me for a whole entire week. That's pretty selfish. All about me. Nothing with them. Just put them all together and just have them freaking sit there and focus on me. Yes, that's pretty good. That's selfish. Yes. Number 17. Number 17. Bloop, 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 boo. If you were a Pokemon, what would it be? What? If you were a Pokemon, what would you be called? Focus. If you were a Pokemon, what would you be called? What would you look like? It's like a 2 questions in 1, okay? So, does that mean it goes beyond? Anyway. So, if I was a Pokemon, I know what I would be. I would be Pegasus. Get it? A pink, beautiful pig. So chunky and cute. Big eyes, like anime style eyes, and big eyelashes. And so cuddly with my beautiful golden wings and my unicorn. You know, beautiful. And my powers, get this, my powers would be, I will fart toxic rainbows to defend myself from the enemies. And then I will puke Lucky Charms like marshmallows. You know what I'm saying? Like they're poisonous. So I defend myself and attack the enemies for that. And then for my superpower, I will become from Pegasus to where do I go? I got it. Hogosaurus. So it's like Pumbaa-like, you know, but muscular with this beautiful rainbow tusks that can attack the enemies, like shoot electric rays, you know, rainbowish electric rays at the enemies. And then I still have my unicorn that's so buff and still so pink as fuck, and my beautiful golden wings. And the main power for that one would be electric tornadoes. You know, like I will create this tornadoes with my wings, my beautiful golden wings, and then I will flop them until I create this massive tornado and electrify it with my rainbow electrifying tusks. I didn't think about that one at all. Just game. Oh my gosh. So I gotta think about little cute pigs with wings. And so I recently started collecting them, and I found my first one so cute. I gotta show you guys, you know, later on. But yeah, that will be my Pokemon, and it will be Pegasus as a little cute, harmful, little cute, huggable creature, and then boom, bam, bitch. This buff, glorious Hogosaurus, you know, so, or Borosaurus. I don't know. One of those. Big, muscular pig, like Pumbaa, you know, with the tusks, but in a ginormous, like, dinosaur, massive, muscular, like pit bullish. Yeah, you get the picture. So yeah, that was question 17. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. And if you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see next, don't be shy. Let me know on the question section below. Express yourself. Don't stay shy. Just say something. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Since Wednesdays is the official now. Official. Because that's it. I'm not changing that. So I do have some other things in mind. I didn't get to explain them here this time because I already dragged this video way too long. So now I have to edit a lot of the pause times and shit out of this video. So let's do that. With that, I'll end this video. Bye. If you would like to watch last week's video, make sure to click on this box right here, right now. But if you're more of an adventurous person, then you want to click over here. I love you. Bye.